Whoa, now that's your man's on them file shot and reporting on the Bamboozle Gun News Network. Either tomorrow, I'll try to make it tomorrow, pending my schedule Saturday or Sunday. You know, I'm trying to get on the schedule of the lives, right? Cause I really had time during the week with the gig and whatnot. But I'm gonna cover, spiritual heaviness and spiritual total recall, where you just start remembering a bunch of crap that you've overcome or, things that you had forgotten about, right? And it don't happen that often, but when it do set in on me, right, it be like, at best, like 3 days, then I'm back skipping. It ain't nothing wrong, you know what I'm saying? I can still function and all this here, right? But, I was just laid back, I was praying, right, and everything, reading through Psalms. And I said, I just thought about the existence of my life, right? And this was triggered by, my man yesterday. I set him up for unemployment call here in Maryland, right? Because they couldn't get through. We got through. Maryland jacked up, Don't nothing function in Maryland where it's supposed to. And it seemed like they purposely make it hard for you to get what's owed to you, right? So we get on the line. So, I got to, translate for the brother, older brother. He don't know about, video chatting and none of that. So I'm walking him through it with patience, right? So my brother say, so he got the appointment time. So he had another appointment. So I'm like, all right, well, I was going to, sit here with you and whoop the whoop the whoop, right? But while you at these other people that so say help, I'm thinking because you've had such a problem trying to get a contact with these people, it's going to be on your mind. You can get these people to walk you through it, and that'll be, one hurdle closer to the end goal, right? So my man coming back, and my man is slizzer. He drunk, right? I'm like, so I'm checking him out right now. I'm like, yo, cuz, I do one of these numbers. I said, cuz, you been drinking, yo? They said, I said, oh, man. Come on, cuz. I said, did you talk to the people? He said, man, they ain't called me. I said, man, let me see your phone. He's so tight work, he can't even function, and you know what I'm saying? I'm like, they did, they called and he missed the appointment. He said, man, they ain't called me. I said, it's right here, bro. So I get a little frustrated, right? Again, sometimes I be thinking, the Most High has evolved me so much. I don't ever want to be so evolved that I can't meet people where they at, or I lose empathy or think I'm better, right? So, where we got to kick him out, right? So I'm like, darn, man, homeless. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. So I go outside, get a rapping with him. The energy change. I share a personal experience from my store. And the brother say, man, he said, sometimes I just wish I was unalive, yo. And when he said that, it triggered something, yo. And then it teleported me back to the beginning of my wilderness season, right? Where I wasn't necessarily suicidal, but I didn't see what was so great about being alive, yo. You go to these various places, unless you cut into them or they see some attributes in you that they like, you ain't finna get no whole bunch of help. You know what I'm saying? You gotta wake up every day and face the elements and, acknowledge what I did, the part I played in my situation. You know what I'm saying? But this brother like 60-some years old, his family, his brothers done beat him out of property. He got somewhere to go, but they done beat him out of. You know how people beat you out of stuff and then act like you wrong and then cut you off. You know what I'm saying? He by himself, he just lost his job. And I could see, how, especially the black man can just lose hope because everything is just set up to destroy you. So it took me back to my journey, the 42 years been on earth. And I'm like, darn, Joe. Now, when I met people and it was real, they all did for the most part. Other than a few people I have in my life that I've met in the battlefield. But I don't be talking to nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? But the people that was real, car accident, go to sleep, just don't wake up, cancer. That's about the end of it. Everybody, they all gone on to glory, hopefully and prayerfully. But the various people and pockets of friends that I've befriended, they've all tried to destroy me, yo. I'm like, now granted I have my personal issues, but here's the tripping part. Whenever they in a situation, I'm the first person they call. Back then or whatever. But then just thinking about certain things and certain, situation that took place, I'm like, them people hate me. And not only do they hate me, right? Then let's say they hear I'm doing better, and until the Anthony covered that, next thing you know, they popping up out of nowhere, acting like everything all gravy train and this, that, and the third. It's like, I've been surrounded by wolves and demons, gang stalkers my entire life, yo. And when you think about it, it can get tiresome, yo. That's why I'm super leery about who I deal. Yeah, it seemed cool, it seemed good, but I don't know. And then I've been in this space for so long, being isolated, or, the few friends I do got that are genuine. I ain't really, it's nice, don't get me wrong, but it's like, I feel like I gotta protect myself at all costs. And I think that's one of the reasons why it's so hard for me to smoke cigarettes. Because it's like I'm in spiritual hypervigilance. I gotta be on point all times, yo. I've seen situations where I'm everybody's favorite, be myself, stand up for what I believe in, that will help and affect everybody else, and then everybody else turn on you, tear your name up, do all that. Not that I care, but it's just like, I don't see what's so, yes, we, as human beings, we all desire, security, within our own tribes and belonging and so on and so forth. But if this has been my repeated experience, now something that's naturally, psychologically occurring has become dangerous to me, to where I feel I need to be able to function without it, right? Then there's this whole, rhetoric of coming together, right? And it makes sense. We see everybody else do it. That's why they run past us, right? But who are you going to come together with? Even in the sense of, let's say, people who know the scriptures, know we're Hebrews and all. You got to watch out for them. You know what I'm saying? That's so wild to me, right? Whereas though I know the history, I know God's real name, but I'm still a minister of the adversary, yo. So it's hard to tell who's even true and genuine. And then that's not to say with myself as well. You can be true and genuine, and then the adversary somehow hack you because you were slipping somewhere spiritually, and now you just like the rest of the folk, man. It's crazy. It's like, let's say you the viewer, right? And me and you cool, and you're doing whatever, right? They can't get to you, but they know me and you cool, right? So it seems like I get approached or however that work, and somebody say to me, if you put them in the crosshair, I can make sure, you get out the country, or, I'll give you $1 million, or, you know what I'm saying? The desires of your heart. It's wild out here, Joe. And then, I work in the kind of the mental health, substance abuse treatment field. And here's what's so crazy. I'm affiliated with the government, right? Interlock with these government agencies, oversight. We're the government, and we can't get certain entities shut down and everybody in town know this, who are stealing money, yo. And we, the government, can't do nothing. So all this, like when they shot the healthcare CEO, man, that triggered me, healthcare over with, and it is. My coworker actually said that verbatim yesterday. There's no care in the health. Took the words right out my mouth, yo. It's like, yo, what do we do? Then we're so built to be individualistic. Do us average everyday citizens help the homeless or do this? But they bred into us individuality and keeping ourselves safe. And it seemed true even in my own personal life. It's like working both sides against the metal, Jack. I caught a little bit of new breed junk last night, where during the Super Bowl they had opened up this homeless shelter, but won't let nobody in to see what's going on. The way he described it by, the news articles and the articles that he read on his video, it sounds like one of them joints where they say, step into the incinerator, please. They relocate home. And I know there are stores in Baltimore, John Hopkins doing this during the 60s and 70s, picking people up off the street and experimenting them on them, and you don't see them no more. Yo, wickedness is being set up all around us, right under our nose, while we go through our daily tasks of just trying to survive, go to work, keep our families together, strive, and so on and so forth, right? Here's another thing, right? Now, can't nobody say, and only I know it's most high, I done put in the work in so many different areas to upgrade my life. And I've never been a lover of money, but I see, the functionality of using money to get to the next step or creating a life you desire, right? Especially after all I've been through, right? And I was thinking about, I've done so much stuff. I done forgot all the stuff I've tried to accomplish to get to my end goal, right? Now, yeah, I'm here, right? Praise the Most High for that. But I've delved into real estate. Went above and beyond what was required or what we agreed upon, and it still ain't work. You know what I'm saying? Various skilled trades. Trying to link up with certain brothers. It just don't work out, yo. And sometimes I be wondering, like, am I even meant to do? But it sounds logical. Okay, you don't like society, so it would make sense to gravitate towards those who, been informative, inspirational in your life. Then not only just that, business-wise, but then I'm linking with someone else who's of the truth, right? So far, that ain't work. And it's just, and then you try to, do various things to, better your life and this, that, and the third. And then as a colonel, it seemed like it's all for naught. Like, darn, Joe, am I always, and the Most High will trump mine? It might be his will. I hope and pray not. Because I feel like I'm a super duper Negro, to be honest with you. And maybe I got to learn certain stuff that I don't even know I need to learn. But it's just like, sometimes, now I couldn't give up if I wanted to, but sometimes you get tired. You get tired, and the word talk about this, you get tired of doing the right thing when seemingly it puts you behind when ain't nobody else operate by them rules. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be tempted to kind of get my 50 cent on with people. But then I'll be breaking God's law. I don't want no parts of that. Because he, you know what I'm saying, he mess around and bust my head up real good. I'm like, nah, chill. You know what I'm saying? I remember time, these people did me greasy, you feel me? I hop online, they, taking pictures and flying all over Earth. And I'm homeless, right? I'm like, darn, Joe. No, and it seems like they don't know, what you call that? No remorse. It's like, darn, they feel good about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I endured that for years, you feel me? Then I get on that, then they reaching back out to you, or the tide turns and now they struggling or whatever the case may be. They reach out to you for help. You like, nah, you come on, cuz, you know what's up with us, man. Stop it that, you know what I mean? Then they get so mad at you, they try to destroy the little bit you've been able to muster up. That's why I ain't super big on fooling with a whole lot of folk. I love people, but I just see how dangerous they is, yo. You go to if you're unknowledgeable, you go to the doctor, man. He seem alright. He got a smile on his face. He look professional. He ready to prescribe you poison. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't trust nothing out this junk, man. You know what I'm talking about? Then I was thinking, that New Breeder covered this, right? In reference to, I guess, first they, start deporting the, Hispanics, Mexicans, whatever you want to call them. And then they trended over towards, Cuban political asylum seekers. I've been seeing rhetoric about Haitians now. This might not actually be as bad as we think it is, because we all know Babylon get judged at some point if we not under judgment right now, right? It might be a blessing in disguise. If they say something about deporting Negroes and they ain't gave us no 40 acre mule that they owe to us, I'll be the first one allowed to deport me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta go looking for me. I'm knocking on them people order. Here I am. It's your boy. I'll help y'all set up and get other Negroes up, man. As long as I feel like we ain't going to one of them internment camps. You know what I'm saying? So I might have to keep like a little plastic exposure. Because you can't trust these people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, deport me over to Ghana or somewhere, yeah. With nothing. Man, come on. Let's get up out here, cuz. I'll figure it out. Get me out of here. I'll be the first one to sign up, yo. And then I noticed something. See, like, when you want, like, say, like, you in a bad mood, right? And you want to fight, don't nobody bother you. But when you in a good mood, everybody come plucking with you. You know what I'm saying? So when I want to get deported, I can't get deported. You know what I'm saying? I'll renounce my citizenship right now. I'll pay y'all to do it. No, you don't fit the criteria. But everybody else I know, you know what I'm saying, getting deported and this, that, and the third. Man, wow, yo. What they say, the longings of the heart make the soul sick or something to that effect. It's wild, man. I feel like just genuine goodness or good people who were once good or just moral, you either on one side or, that's getting eroded. I was thinking about my old co-workers, right? I've seen all them regress. One person looked totally different because she hang around a whole bunch of people who were once a certain way and finance got involved. One practiced witchcraft. The other one, she around here charging everybody in recovery homes. And if you ain't got her sweet potato, she kicking you out. You know what I'm saying? These were once people who, from what I heard, was thorough professional in their field. And now for filthy lucre's sake, they've transformed into something I don't even remember. Or don't even recognize. You know what I'm saying? Here it is, right? Check it out, right? I was thinking last night, right? Now, today is Valentine's Day, right? So I remember this day because this is the day Whitney Houston passed away, right? So I don't celebrate holidays and whatnot. But 13 years ago today, I had, a fantastical night, right? With my shawty. She was living at the time, right? You know what I'm saying? Some real, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Not just, physical or whatever, but the connection, the romanticalnism, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? All that there, right? That was 13 years ago today. The last time I had even a remotely close situation with a female where I actually enjoy being in her company and presence and it's not burdensome, or in the back of my mind, I'm thinking of an excuse to get up out of here, was 2 years ago, and that lasted about a week. I mean, we talked for a while and, stuff got built up or whatever. But from the time I started dealing with her to the time she started transforming into something I didn't recognize, if I max it out, it might have been a week and a half, 2 weeks. So I had an 11, and I mean, I had a little one night stand here and there, but that wasn't hitting on nothing. But I had an 11-year window of having being in a situation with a woman that was conducive and in alignment from where I was at with at the time. 11 years apart. Now the first one passed away from cancer. So if I stack the time period we were together, if I put them both together, we talking, because we were together 6 months, then start getting, so that was another 6 months. So let's say 7 months. I've had 7 months of harmonious interaction with 2 women in the last 13 years, yeah? That's ill. Not that I can't get women or what, they just don't be in alignment from where I'm at, and they super dangerous. I've seen women harvest these men's soul, like I talk about on here, going back to my kid mama, yeah? And I'm noticing, and I realized a pattern with her, right? Check the time here. I noticed the pattern with her, right? Whereas though, she can, F me over, fade me, tear my name up, try to hinder me, set me back, right? And feel good about it, right? And I'll march on, keep on, keeping on. Let bygones be bygones, because we got a child together, you feel me? Whatever. But as soon as her situation goes sour, she's now hell-bent on doing everything in her power to hinder me as a father, yeah? If that ain't wicked, I don't know what is. And again, I'm paying child support. The child live with me. I've gone to these various agencies there ain't nobody looking into it. None of that. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta hope and pray. You know what I'm saying? The judge said my way with the facts I bring to the table. But everybody else I bring up say they don't want to say it. But if the shoe was on the other foot, you know what I'm saying? They would quickly investigate me, yo. And that's happened a time, and multiple times. I've gone to treatment multiple times. One time, like I tell you, I went to North Carolina, right? Oh, your family and we're support, or we get in an argument. Then next thing I know, unbeknownst to me, I got some charges on me. Like I went to Baltimore, 2016, right? Had an incident. That's what initially sent me to Baltimore, right? So Baltimore is such, people try to do stuff and then hide in the treatment center. So they do a criminal background check before you get up in there, make sure you ain't running from the law or nothing. Clear, cool, boom. So I'm in that junk 6 months. I'm getting ready to go to work, but I can't get no job. So one of the homies tell, oh, you should go looking to getting your record expunged. Appreciate that, yo. I go to the expungement clinic on phone them, right? We going through it was like, oh, we can't expunge your record with an open warrant active. I said, warrant? Like Soldier Boy, drag? Huh? So I looking at the junk. It's from the initial incident me and my mother had, that was like April time. This is like November, October, yeah. So I say, yo, how do I have an open warrant that been running for approximately 6 months? And not only that, I've had multiple court cases, child support and little rinky-dink stuff, in district court here in the same county during the time period of this warrant being active. Made all my court dates, ain't nobody locked me up, yo. So I figured this out. So I start calling, writing letters to the judge, state's attorney, police, everybody playing dumb, they don't know what's going on. But you in charge. When I find out, I let all y'all know. How I got a warrant? We don't know how, woo-woo. So I got another child support thing. Yeah, whatever, go back for that. They asked me why I ain't got no job. Well, Your Honor, did you get my letter? But I didn't do something technical. So they couldn't stamp it in officially into the record. But I'm like, you seen it though. That's all I care about. I said I ain't got no job because I got a warrant. And I've been here multiple times during the time this warrant has been active, and ain't nobody locked me up. That's why I ain't got no job. They was like, oh, okay, Mr. Thomas, woo-doo-woo-doo-woo. I'm like, all right, now I don't know what's happening. So then right before I turn and ready to bounce to the ounce, the bailiff man say, oh, you got a warrant. I say, cuz, I know, I just told everybody. Then I'm sitting in the parking lot with police cuz, right, for like an hour while they find the warrant. I'm thinking my daughter mother had these people, or just made the incident, made them backdated from the time retroactively. And I'm walking around Baltimore City with an active warrant, totally oblivious. Now, Certain times, like, I ain't got all the money. I might try to hop on the train without a ticket and all that. That mess around got jammed up. They talking about you got warm. Like, no, I don't. Then I mess around, get Black Panthers with them and get Swiss cheesed up. Not realizing she done set me up and I don't know nothing about it. And that's a repeated pattern. Because we had our incident that led to me going for custody this time. You know what I'm saying? I get a whole bunch of mail out of nowhere talking about I've been delinquent on child support for 18 months. You feel me? And I'm like, how is that? When I done got my license back and had to come back and get money from y'all for overpaying child support because I had made it zero during the time frame of when y'all say I was delinquent. How that work? Then they talk about somebody dropped the ball, somebody retired. No, it didn't. Because if I went delinquent, the system would have triggered it and then somebody would have found out. It's almost like the system is bent on trying to hinder me, yo. Like, who do you go to for help when the help is working against you? And it's obvious. And back to the first story, right? So now it made it look like in the system I committed a violent act and ran to Baltimore City to escape prosecution. So I'm sitting in front of the commissioner with all my paperwork. That's how it look in the system. But as you can see, Mr. Commissioner, I've had like 3 to 4 other court dates here in this town while this one was at it and made all these court dates. When I found out, I told everybody. They was like, yeah, I see that. They let me go. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo. And then for as hard as stuff out here, you got people trying to, do better, strive, and this, that, and the third. And then people just hell-bent on stopping your little campaign. Then on the other side of the spectrum, which it is what it is, you got people who just kind of, Babylon has beat them down so bad, they done took out a gut, like my homeboy DC Mo. His ex-wife, his family, and whatever he did to contribute to it, beat him down so bad, he ain't got no more fight left, yo. It's enough to make like, damn, yo, like, sometimes you get tired of, but I can't go out like that. You know what I'm saying? How my man Scarface said, I ain't going out without a fight, yo. You know what I'm saying? But then they'll shame you for fighting. They'll shame you. Why you not going to just let me do you any kind of way? But before that statement, you just told me about how people did you any kind of way 90 years ago and how you can't get past it. This ain't my normal, rhetoric or whatever. But hey, cover your 6, man. One love, baby. Ooh, oh.